All right. I'm back to drafting Edge of Eternities. Had to think a second there for the name. I really enjoyed my previous two drafts. I think it's a fairly fun format just because it's so slightly slow. My last deck had two board wipes that I was not able to use very efficiently. I ended up going 3 and 3, which is, I guess, it's fine. I expected more, but I'm not too disheartened about it. So it's time for number 3. Yep, I'm sure. Let's see if I can do anything really silly or really stupid or really cool. I assume the format isn't completely figured out yet. I haven't really looked up anything about it. I prefer to just step into it and see what I can find. What are you? What does devour land? As this creature enters, you may sacrifice any number of lands. It enters with 3 times that many 1/1 counters on it. Alright. When this creature enters, look at the top X cards, where X is the creature's power. Put any number of land cards from among them onto the battlefield tab, then shuffle. Oh. So this is quite cool. Extremely expensive, so it would only be the top end. Frenzied Baloth can't be countered. Trample Haste. Yeah, that's the hoser for blue decks. I think all the others I'm more or less... Banishing Light, obviously really good. But I mean, it's a silly thing. I like to just pick the rare thing and see where that leads me, especially when I don't know the format that well yet. So let's see if I can do anything with this famished Worldshire? Worldsire. Sammy's Curiosity, Close Encounter. Choose a creature you control, a warped creature, deals damage. Oh yeah, this is just a fight effect. And I assume with me not really knowing what other color I'm in yet, I think I'm just gonna take the green removal spell. Gotta be good enough. Alright. Yeah, just confirm the pick. I don't want to make anyone else wait too long. Whenever an opponent discards a card, they lose 3 life. This is... I mean, you don't really have the option to make people discard unless you go to then the highest level of it, Flying Death Touch. Though Station 8 is also lower than I would expect. The green card here, tap an untapped permanent you control at 1 mana of any color. So colorful Llanowar Elf, slightly worse. Are there any removal spells? Doesn't look like it. That's a hand disruption. I might just take the Entropic Battlecruiser. It looks very fun. It doesn't look very good, but maybe maybe there's a way to build around it. But I'm definitely not set on that yet. Sunken Citadel. As it enters, choose a color. Add 1 mana of the chosen color. Alright, I think I've played with that in the first draft. Might be good. Let's see what green and black things I have. Spell costs X less, where X is the number of differently named lands you control. I think I already have plenty upside. This I found to be very annoying when I played against it, but I assume it's heavily dependent on having a deck that actually works around it. The Space Whale I'm a big fan of. I think I'm just going to take the Sunken Citadel. It's not that easy to get dual lands in here, and this is one. And yeah, there wasn't anything super exciting. Gemstone Caverns. Oh, alright. Definitely not meant for limited, but still quite cool. This one is a Chocobo, but not. I mean, 4/4/4 is still fine. Embrace Oblivion, sacrifice an artifact or creature, destroy. I don't really have a way to make cheap creatures yet. Is there removal in any other color that I want? I mean, Bombard is removal. Maybe I'm more of a... yeah. Maybe I'm red. Who knows? Here's green-white, just in case. The Stinger that I really like, the Death Touch Scorpion. Shattered Wings. Destroy target artifact, enchantment, or creature with flying. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure yet. I think I will try this. Now the Harley enters or attacks. Put a 1/1 counter on creatures you control. Or do I not want Banishing Light? Obviously is also removal. Would also be great. Yeah, I'm gonna just try this. Let's see where it leads me. Okay, I've got a Sky Stinger. When it blocks a creature with flying, and outside of that it gets plus 5/0, and outside of that it's a 3/3. I guess I don't know yet. I don't know what color I am. I'm definitely green because I really want to try the Worldshire. I guess I'll take the Sky Stinger. Seam Rip. Exile target non-land permanent and opponent controls with mana value 2 or less. That is a bit iffy. Creature enters with a 1/1 counter on it. When it dies... Oh. Put them onto something else. That should be really good with this. So I might take it. The Chrome Companion, obviously one of the best boys. When this creature dies... Oh, too late. Too slow. I think I'm gonna go with a Sky Stinger again. Let's see, Focus Fire. Oh, no, this is arguably a removal spell. Creatures and spacecraft I control. If I control 2 or more tapped creatures, I gain 2 life. Swarm Color, meh. Scrapper, meh. Torpedo could be good. I quite liked it. But I'm not gonna I'm gonna be too slow for it. Starfighter Pilot becomes tapped, surveil 1. That's fine. The other 2... Yeah, I'm not gonna play the Battlecruiser, and I think red was also not that exciting from what I've seen. This one is another one. And Lurklight Breacher enters with a 1/1 counter for each tapped creature I control. Yeah, this is fine. Alright. Oh, wow. Oh, never mind. I thought this was the other angel. When this enters, return target non-creature non-land permanent with mana value X or less from your graveyard to the battlefield, where X is the amount of mana spent to cast this creature. This is good. This is very good. Hissing Quagmire. If I was black-green, that would be great. Outside of that, I'm fine. This is a removal spell for green, also great. Honestly, haven't seen this before. Outside of that, what is Scout for Survivors? Return 3 from a graveyard to the battlefield? Okay, with 2 or less, but that's still fine. Yeah. The Dominion Bracelet. A crit creature gets 1/1 and has 15. Exile the Dominion Bracelet. You control target opponent during their next turn. So it's an Emrakul on a stick. That's really fun. This ability costs X less to activate, where X is this creature's power. Could this be good? Just for the memes. I'm gonna pick this. Putting this onto the famished Worldshire, if I've gotten rid of 5 lands, seems like an incredibly fun thing to do. So I'm just gonna pick that. Let's see if it actually turns out to be any good. If I win 1 game with it, that's worth it for me. Reroute system gains indestructible or 2 damage to tapped creature. This is incredible. An opponent, I think in my previous draft, had like 2 or 3 of them, and they were like giving something indestructible is already pretty good. And then being able to recycle this as a like very tiny removal spell is very, very nice. This one is also obviously good in this deck. And maybe it's worth it more than the reroute systems. I'm gonna pick it. I'm gonna be a little bit 1/1 counter heavy anyway, since this seems to be the green-white model of play. Let's see, Tapestry Warden. Each creature you control with toughness greater than its power assigns... Alright, that's a big butt enthusiast. And I think it's worth it. I don't see anything else that I really like. +2/+0 if I cast 2 or more spells this turn, so it's gonna be a 2/4 for 3 most of the time. Outside of that, red seems now fairly open, but I'm happy to just... I don't have the time to read every card anyway. Green removal spell. Really good. Green spell as well. I'm gonna stay with the removal for now, but... Oh, there are a lot of interesting cards in here that I quite like the look of. Each creature you control... Oh, it's the big butt enthusiast again. Yeah, Dogwalker Drone. I'm just holding up this entire draft. I'm very sorry about this. But again, I haven't read most of the cards before. So I'm gonna have to go slow. I like the Tenderfoot, just giving something, giving it a 1/1 counter. It's just a solid early drop. And this creature enters or dies Surveil. This is the one that... What is this one? I don't think I've read this one before. This creature enters with a 1/1 counter on it for each other creature. Now artifact I control. Yeah, that's fine, but I think I'm gonna take the cheaper one. Surveil is fine. Hissing Quagmire is coming back around. Oh yeah, this is the Fate Maker. I think have I picked one already? No. I think the Warden is... Oh, another Fate Maker. I want 1/1 counters. Drafting for Synergy is always a bit meh. But I guess I'm gonna do it anyway, because I don't know, I like the... oh. Exile creatures in spacecraft. I think, honestly, the best thing to do in a draft, even when I'm the one being fairly creature heavy, is to get a board wipe. Being able to 2/1, 3/1, or 4/1 an opponent, or just have a panic button, is just so valuable. And since this gets rid of the spacecraft as well, that makes it a little bit easier for the times where I... yeah, last draft I had the issue of my opponents using spacecraft and then me being unable to really efficiently get rid of them. I had to board wipe multiple times for the then incoming spacecraft, and this way I can just get rid of all of them for the price of 1 removal spell or 1 board wipe. Yeah, so far I really like the look of this deck. I think I want a kill ship. I have the option of fight spell again. The fact that this is instant makes it quite nice. When this dies, each player creates a lander token. Also really nice for me. So, do I want more cheap stuff or more expensive stuff? Or removal? I mean, I'm probably gonna take this cheaper removal over the more expensive removal, but do I want the Edge Rover? I think I'm good without it. Grove of the Burn Willows, I mean, not really all that usable. The Serema. I have 2 legendary creatures that I can tutor up with this. That might be good enough. And giving them indestructible seems really, really strong. So I think this is what I'm gonna do. I've got the Gene Pollinator again, but I'm not outside of the Famished Worldshire, which is or Worldsire, which is kind of my last-ditch resort. I think I'm just good without it. Inventor's Fair, great if I have artifacts, but I don't, so it's fine. Another Another Fate Maker. At this point I'm getting quite a lot of these. Bygone Colossus, great for crewing spacecraft, but I'm very light on spacecraft so far. I have the Serema and I think nothing else. What is there that I do want? I think another Fate Maker. I think I'm just gonna go very hard on these tokens. Destroy target non-land permanent, this is great. It's a removal spell, and I like those. I might want the Biosynthetic Burst, but not over a removal spell. So I'm happy to take this. Pinnacle Starcage. Exile all artifacts and creatures with mana value 2 or less until it leaves the battlefield. Put them into the... put each card into its owner's graveyard, then create... Oh, okay. So it's... If you remove tokens with it, I think I want nothing else more, so I'm fine with it for now. If you remove tokens with it, then it's... I mean, its second ability doesn't do much. If you don't remove tokens, you get a bonus. When this enters, make a robot, maybe. When this enters, attach it to target creature and destroy artifact or enchantment. I'm gonna take the boosters, but I'm probably not gonna play them. Radiant Strike. Destroy target artifact or tapped creature. You gain 3 life. Yep, this is really solid. I'm gonna take it. It is removal. Not great removal, but it is something. I think I'm just gonna go for my 4th Fate Maker. The Savior, I like. Obviously, if it had Flash, it would be even better. I'm just gonna take it for now. I don't know if I'm gonna play it. I am gonna take 1 Pollinator, but I don't think I'm gonna play it. Drawing the Pollinator late is just such a feel-bad moment. Alright, green-white. Green-white counters. I have 44 cards. I need to get rid of 4. I don't want to ever get rid of the Famished Worldshire. I think this combination of the Famished Worldshire getting really powerful and then controlling my opponent with the Dominion Bracelet, that just sounds very fun. So I hope I can pull that off at least once. I think with the Reclaimer being... Yeah, with the Reclaimer being 5 cost, it can basically return everything else, which is nice. If I can warp it in, I can still return a nice number of things. So I'm gonna... Let's see, I want these two. I'm gonna go from most expensive to least expensive. That way I can... I don't get rid of my cheap stuff, because in the end I want a curve that starts off cheap and then teeters out at the higher end. And I'm gonna count the Dominion Bracelet as something quite expensive. Beyond the Quiet is great. This creature enters with a 1/1 counter it for each other creature or artifact you control. I mean, at worst, this is going to be a 2/2 for 4, which is quite bad. So I'm just going to put it into the maybe pile. Radiant Strike is a removal spell. I don't know if I need 4 of these. The Warden, I don't think I need. I think I'm fine with the power and toughness distribution. I think most of them have either equal or slightly attack favored power and toughness. Yeah. Alright, yeah. Then... Okay, the Fate Makers are on the maybe pile. Emergency Eject, Destroy, that's nice enough. At the beginning of an end step, I gain 2 life if I control 2 or more tapped creatures, which is very nice with a lot of spaceships. I don't have a lot of spaceships, but I have the Serema. Serema I like for just... Usually it's just gonna be pay 3 mana, look for one of my 2 Halias. Diplomatic Relations is a removal spell. I'm gonna keep that. Although my removal spells do need me to have creatures, so I have to keep that in mind. Whenever a creature you control with a 1/1 counter on it dies, draw a card. That's good. Sky Stinger is maybe not that necessary. Thorbringer, when it enters or dies, surveil 1. With not that big of a butt, I feel like I'm going to be more in the control-y wait for my big things chair, so I'm fine without that. Do I want the Dock Worker? This creature enters with a 1/1 counter on it. When it dies, put its counters on target creature you control. Do I want 2 of them? I could get one of the other things back, and I think maybe the Sky Stinger is really necessary with me not having a lot of... Oh, I only want to get rid of one of them. This curve feels a little bit heavy on the 3-drop and a bit light on the 2-drop slot. So is there anything here that I can get rid of? It's possibly going to be the Flight Deck Coordinator, just because I don't have that many cheap things that are going to consistently attack. So yeah, I think like this I'm happy with it. Let's see if I can do something good with this deck. Again, if I can pull off the Mind Control combo once, I'm already going to be really, really happy with that. I also need to make sure that my camera is in the right space. I think at the very beginning I was covering all the embiggened cards on the left side, and I don't want that to happen too often. 2 lands and nothing really to play early. I'm still gonna be fine with it. I can play... If I draw 1 more land, I can play the Serima, get my other Halia. I think I'm gonna keep this. It's a bit dodgy, but it could be much worse. I'm gonna play green. So yeah, if I draw 1 land, I can play the Sky Stinger. I can definitely play the Dominion Bracelet now, just run it out and wait. I don't expect to use it early on. Oh, and my opponent doesn't have a 3rd land. I might want to run out the Serima before I draw another Halia, just so that I don't make it useless, over running out the Sky Stinger first. Oh, it's the Tenderfoot. I'm gonna run out my Sky Stinger, and I think I'm gonna start stationing. I wanted to say start crewing, but this is notably not a vehicle. Poor guy. Alright. Choose a creature I control or warped creature you own in exile. Deals damage equal to the power of the chosen creature to target creature. So I can Tenderfoot out. I can close and counter. First I'll crew, see if they have anything in response. Doesn't look like it. If they had an instant, it would have paused for them. Choose a creature you control. Okay, so I target first and then choose this. That's a weird way to phrase it. But I guess because it has things in exile, it needs to be phrased like that. Now next turn, what is this? What are you? When it enters, create a lander token. Each creature enters with an additional 1/1 counter for each land that entered the battlefield under your control this turn. That's a mouthful. I can make the Serima a creature. If I warp this in, I can also equip, but it doesn't... Alright, I'm gonna do it like this. I'm gonna warp in you. I'm gonna make you put a... I probably want to develop 2 different threats. So I'm gonna put something on the Tenderfoot. I'm gonna equip the Sarima, swing in, and then I'm gonna re-equip onto the Tenderfoot, just to make it look as like the bigger threat. Alright. I think I'm in a quite commanding position right now. This is fine. Okay, this costs 1 less for each power of the creature. So currently it costs 11. Well, time to put in the Fate Maker, make it cost 10, and swing in for 5. Alright, my opponent used 2 removal spells already, and I don't even have anything big yet that is I guess, that I really want to keep. I can diplomatic relations whatever they play. I can maybe Halia. Oh, the land ring immediately. Obviously, the other way around would have been a bit better. But this one works as well. Can I kill them this turn? I can. Target creature in control it deals damage. Okay, it doesn't fight, so I don't have to worry about it dying. Like this. And they get to surveil before they die. Well met. 1-0 up. I might put the current record into the title, just to make it easy to see where I'm at. Alright, 1-0. So far this deck has played very smoothly. I think that was mostly due to me getting lucky and getting my third land. And I mean, my opponent stumbled on land, so it's not really a fair comparison. I guess, yeah, I got a freebie for the first game. Now we'll see what a real game looks like. Once again, I have the Sarima and Halia, which is a bit unfortunate. I can play this for white. That way I can definitely play the Sarima turn 3. And I have the World Sire. Yep, fair enough. Could have played this one, but I think this one's better later on, once I already have a developed board. Oh, the second spell costs 2 less. I think this could be such a fun and strong card. I just don't quite know if it's good. I don't think I want to block, so I'm just gonna station here. I might need to eventually, if my opponent's board becomes too massive. It's starting to become too massive. Oh, that was neat. Oh, and because the second spell was... Oh, that was really neat. I really like that. I have to... I'm gonna destroy something. Or am I just gonna play a card and wait? I'm gonna take 6 from this person. If one more creatures with 1/1 counters on them deal combat damage to a player, draw a card. This one is just deals damage equal to power. So I could warp in this, crew, or station I guess, but then be one short of being able to kill this. So I'm just gonna play Halia and hope that I'm not gonna be dead or too close to it next turn. I'm gonna crew with Halia and I'm gonna keep the... I should have done it the other way around. That way Halia would have been indestructible. Other tapped legendary creatures. Okay, it's only for attacking. Never mind, I did everything correctly. Yeah, I'm gonna keep the Eulogist back just in case. And by just in case, I mean I'm close to being in massive trouble. My opponent has 11 damage on board. I don't know what this does. Oh. He may draw that many cards. So they may draw 7 cards. I wonder if they choose to do that. I mean, they can afford to do that a few times, so why wouldn't they? And 7 cards. It's a lot. Yeah, there they go. That's a full hand. That is slightly more than a full hand. And this for 1 mana. This Cyanicist? Cyanicist. Yeah, the Cyanicist is quite annoying. Alright. I can crew this. Which I'm gonna do. Target creature gets +1/+0 and gains vigilance. It deals damage equal to its power to target creature and opponent controls. So I can get rid of the Breacher at least. And I can probably get rid of the Psychianist as well. You, this. This is instant. I'm just gonna keep it open. I'm gonna keep this one back. Or am I? I'm gonna attack. Let's see what my opponent does. That's nice for me. That's really nice for me. That means next turn I can, if I need to, get rid of most of their board. Let's see, this is 7, this is 4, they have 6. So they could get a Night Luminary out, but which be... Ah, which one are you gonna get rid of? Alright. It's damage equal to the... Oh, wait. Okay, a warped creature. I was gonna say, maybe I can... maybe I can pick my Cerima Violet as an exile, but that's not possible, unfortunately. And I don't think I have a way to get rid of Banishing Light. Alright, are you gonna attack? No. Okay, with that I think I'm back in the driver's seat. I can Drix Fate Maker twice to make sure that Halia goes through. Put a 1/1 counter on target creature I control. So this is 10 damage. Alright, they're jump blocking. Saving themselves 3 damage, which I don't think is the right call to make. Also, I mean, this is fine. And I get another card draw, which I can once again play. Alright, really happy with this turn. This game turned around a lot. I'm losing my stuff, but that is fine. I have plenty left. Why can't I? Oh, I'm missing 1 green. Okay, another Halia. Let's see what they have. Halia is quite an okay card. I think it's drawn me 2 or 3 cards this game. Obviously nothing compared to their draw 7 cards. Wait, what was that effect? Oh, I opened the airlock. I thought the Starwinder had a special effect when you click on them. Until their next turn, okay. I have 22 cards. I have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If I get rid of all of my lands, this gets... I have 22. So I need to get rid of... I guess... quick maths. 7 lands to look at 21 cards, which I can do. Any number of land cards onto the battlefield tapped. Ooh. Sacrifice any number of lands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I could look at 22 cards just to make it even. But I don't know how many planes I have left. It doesn't really matter. I'll just look at all of my cards. Oh. Choose up to 8. Yep, those. No attacks. Unfortunately, I'm very, very close to dying if they have a pump spell. If they don't, I'm in good shape. I think creatures with 1/1 counter I control have trample with this one. Sacrifice. 10. Deals 3 damage to any target. This ability costs X less, where X is the number of differently named lands you control. So they have an 8 mana, deal 3 damage to any target. And I assume they want to jump block the Famished Worldsire, but I can give it trample with this one. And just in case, I can play 2 of these. Alright. Alright, we've got you, maybe. This one is what? Wow, okay. Yep. I only need 1 life. Who needs more than that? Oh. Yeah. Casual, what was that? 23? Not too bad. Alright, 2 orders. Time to go for maybe the 3-0? Possibly. Mayhaps even. Okay. My heart is still pumping from the previous game. That was quite close in the end there. This is a bit iffy because my first real play will be on turn 4. But maybe I draw something. Another planes. Okay. Oh, yeah. This is such a nice card. Is there any benefit in me warping this? Put a 1/1 counter on target creature. But this... I guess this can be target creature, but it's gonna leave the battlefield anyway. And I can't warp and attack. So I'm good for now. It gives me the option to warp and attack next turn. Basically deal... Oh no! I could have close encountered with this in warp space, I guess. Let's see what they do. If they play something that has 4 in the front, then... Alright, this I'm fine with. I assume I just want to play a Fate Maker, a naked Fate Maker. I'm just gonna do that. I still have the option to warp in a few others, if I do want to do that. Next turn I could close encounter and get rid of something. I think I can close encounter and get rid of something up to 5 toughness. Flying 2-4. Ugh. Wait, what was that? Did damage to itself equal to its power? If that creature is flying, it deals twice that damage. Wait, what? Oh, my creature deals damage to itself. That makes a lot more sense. I think I'm just gonna play Halia. There were a few different lines here. But I don't think this one is important enough to get rid of it yet. Alright, so much for Halia. Maybe I should have Fate Maker. The Serima. I don't think I can afford to play the Serima yet. I think I have to get something onto the ground. If they have another removal spell, I'm in deep trouble. They just give something... yeah, this is fine. This is not fine, this is awful. I'm taking 9. Destroy target artifact or tapped creature. So I think if I... Diplomatic relations and close encounter, I can get rid of most of their things. And if they activate another Zookeeper, then that basically buys me a turn. So I'm just gonna do nothing. Keep up 2 removal spells. Alright, that's the first removal spell. To make sure to, because it says choose a creature I control, I always want to target my own creature first, and thankfully Arena makes sure I don't do that. Choose a creature. So much for that. And now you want to attack. Ah, I was hoping they would attack with the 2 of them, because they think they can sneak something past me. But this works as well. Alright. I'm in a slightly better position now. I can Serima, but not quite play the Fate Maker, which will be an issue. If they find a removal spell, I am dead next turn. So I want to keep this one open, which means I can warp in a Fate Maker, but nothing more. If I can get them to use another turn, basically trying to kill shot me. Oh, this is... It only gets +4/+0. Yeah. Artifact or tapped creature. This is both an artifact and a tapped creature, so I can just do that pre-combat. They can't attack with anything else anyway, so I might as well. Focus Fire deals X damage to target attacking or blocking creature. Alright, we're slowly getting back into it. Very, very slowly. Halia, and go. No attacks, and do I want to crew? I mean, if I crew, they know what's up. But it means I can get the Serima next turn. I'm not gonna crew. It's definitely not optimal, but I feel like it's giving... it's making sure that I have a bluff opportunity. Yep. Obviously, in hindsight, I should have crewed. Oh, another removal spell, yeah? Sure. This time I'm gonna start crewing or start stationing. I'm gonna get rid of the Drix Fate Maker next turn by blocking. Maybe not blocking, it depends a bit if they pump or not. And I don't think they're gonna pump. Yeah, no. It's not a lethal attack. I see no need in pumping this. I can make the Surima a real human boy. And then play Halia to... I can put something on Surima, but I don't need to put anything on Surima yet. I can play Halia, put a counter on Halia, and then crew the Surima, which might be better. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Halia, counter on Halia, crew the Surima with Halia. That way I have plenty of blockers. And I'm not gonna attack for now. I am a bit worried, if I don't have this emergency eject up, I am a bit worried that my opponent can just kill me. If they pump the Landseeker, yep, and attack, I'm gonna double block with the 2 Fate Makers. A nice trade. A trade I'm happy with. I got the most value out of the Cryo Shutter, I think. I think I'm just gonna double attack. Next turn they're gonna try to Zookeeper the Steel Swarm Operator, and then I can just emergency eject that one. I'm gonna keep my land in hand just to make them guess. Enters attacks, plot a 1/1 counter. One of them is gonna deal damage to the opponent, I assume. Both of them if they want to attack. But yeah, that already puts them on a 2-turn clock. If they choose to all-out attack, which they definitely shouldn't do. But if they do, I'm good. Yeah, it feels a lot like they just ran out of steam towards the end. Although this Zookeeper Mechan is such a useful creature. It's useful early and useful late. I'm glad I'm getting rid of it. Activate abilities of artifact sources. Alright. Let's see what you have. Nothing. Okay, with that I am very, very likely to win. Even more so now. I have to jump block and I'm getting in with 5 damage. Nope, I'm winning now. GG. Good game. And they say hello. And it might be the final hello they say. Ah, what an enjoyable deck. Seems like the intended deck, kind of, because it's running white and green and the creatures that benefit from white and green. But it's still, I mean, it's very enjoyable to pilot. Alright, that's already 3-0. I'm already have as many wins as I had with my last double board wipe deck. And let's see if we can push this a little bit further. Doesn't need to be that much, just a tiny bit. Alright, against Pika Dota. I guess, yeah. P1 Kai4 Dota. Alright, I have something I can play. My opponent goes first, which means I get a few chances to draw a land. I'm gonna green this, and then I can play the Tenderfoot, maybe remove something, turn 2, maybe play the Eulogist next. Do I want... If this becomes tapped, I can Surveil. That is probably better than the Tenderfoot. And it's not even gonna get removed. So if I can get one attack in, I can look for a land, which will be very useful. If I'm unlucky, my opponent plays something that blocks this without issue. Like a 2-3. Or 3-3. Or 2-3. Whenever another artifact or creature enters, this creature deals 1 damage to each opponent. That is not very nice. I could just remove this. Or I could Fate Maker. I think I prefer the removal, just to get rid of... just to tempo a bit. Oh no! Oh no! I gave it Vigilance. I played myself. Alright. Fine, I guess. Whenever this creature becomes tapped, create a lander token. That's so much better than mine. Oh god, that's so much better than mine. I guess I'm gonna Fate Maker. And then still attack. Surveil this time. That stays up. Alright, next turn I can Radiant Strike the Sea Chip Agrarian? Agrarian. Such a good card, holy shit. So whenever, if you play it normally without like, not Magic Wonderland, but at least, I guess, expected play pattern, you play this, next turn you play a land, it becomes a 4-4, you attack, you make a lander, and then mid-attack you can basically choose, do I want to make it a 5-5, or do I wait with the lander? Whenever land you control enters, double the power of target creature you control until end of turn. Wait, what? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So I'm getting hit for 9. That is quite good. At least I can remove it next turn. Oh, what? Oh no! What the fuck? I almost got one shot there. Oh dear. Yeah, let's get rid of you. And then I attack again. Focus fire. That only doubles power, so that could be good. If I play the Eulogist, I can... Jesus Christ. Those two together are incredible. Exile each opponent's graveyard. Oh, that is fine. I have 1 defense. No attacks. Let's see what you have. Now the fact that I even can remove the Might Form Harmonizer. Ah. I so wish they would have all-in on the Harmonizer. Block this. Block you. Target attacking or blocking creature. Stop at end of combat. It still counts as attacking. And I'm gonna deal 2 damage. Oh, only 2 damage to it. I should have probably done that a bit earlier. I thought it was... Oh yeah. I forgot that it had a prerequisite. Oh no! Oh no, that is not good. I might just have to board wipe here. That only kills the Grove Strider, but that's not something I can easily beat. If that gets trample, I'm dead. That's a very sad board wipe. Do you have haste? No. Alright. Have I stabilized? No, because I can only play one thing. And that one thing dies to the trooper. So I guess I can play a 3-3. Or a 4-3. This is not good. I shouldn't have done that. I could at least double spell with something else. Yeah, that's it. Didn't matter after all. But yeah, the hit for 18. For 18, that's so rough. That's so rough. That was almost a one shot kill. Oh. Fuck that. Time to play on. Let's see if there's anything else that can surprise me like that did. Alright. Slow start, Tenderfoot first, Warp Fatemaker next, and eventually World Sire. At least it's something. Yeah, alright. That is a good old do nothing turn 1. I have something to... Okay, this time I can make use of the Warp Fatemaker. Sacrifice another creature or artifact, surveil 1. Such a good card. Not in this format, but possibly also in this format. Ah man, wouldn't that have been a good turn 1? What the fuck are you doing? Maybe they don't have any lands. What? I'm gonna block. That's surprising to me. I guess I don't really have something else to do. But yeah, next turn I can do a Fatemaker, either Fatemaker and a removal spell, or just a simple Fatemaker. And I guess I'll run out the Dominion first. I'm very close to actually, I mean, very close. I'm only a few turns, about at least 5 turns away from being able to Dominion Bracelet my World Sire? World Sire. I think I'll do a normal Fatemaker. Whenever a land you control enters, this creature gets +2/+0. I could also just remove that. I think I just want to remove it. Nope. No. I'm just gonna play this. I need a board presence. I'm happy to take 1 hit, if that's what it needs, and they seem to be stuck on land, so getting a board presence is much more important. Kvaron, the Memorial World. This land enters tapped, sacrifice a land, create a 2/2 colorless robot artifact creature token. Wow, that's good. I could Halia and then attack. Put something on the Fatemaker. 5-4 trample, solid. I draw a card. Already, Harley has already been worth it now. And I can double remove a spell next turn if I need to. What are you? Oh no. Oh well. Okay. Now at this point I'm gonna want to remove this. So I will... What does it do if it leaves? It deals 3 damage. I'm gonna play a Melt Strider Eulogist and then close encounter the Elemental and attack. If I would reach her this one this time. Hit, run, and your turn. I think I'm in a very solid position now. I've got Diplomatic Relations up. I feel like their game plan is mostly play stuff and then sacrifice it. There might be something that they need a big graveyard for, which is why they killed the Slagtroll Scrapper. Because essentially they chose keeping this and maybe making another artifact or land. Yeah, I don't know why they did that. Feels like they shouldn't have. And they agree. That was... I guess that was simple? Doesn't feel like there was a lot of fight in that one. Alright, 4-1. I'm three wins away from the 7-win territory, and I'm 2 losses away from crashing out. I think the Mythic Land is part of a cycle that they had for all of them, all of the colors, with Tolarian Academy basically for the blue one, Gaia's Cradle for the green one, and I forgot. I don't think I read any of the others. This is not a good start. But I'm gonna keep it. Probably should have mulliganed. At least I can run out half of my hand. I can Dominion Bracelet next turn. Ooh. Ilvoy Gale Blade. Well, fair, yeah. Feels like that is best. Turn 3. But maybe they're just racing me. Yeah, I get to play the Eulogist next turn. After that I get to remove something, but this is a very, very slow start. Probably should have been a mulligan. To be completely honest. Oh, this is landfall as well. Solid card. For 2 mana, that's a solid card. Alright. Another land. Eulogist. And I at least have a board presence. I don't know if it's a board presence that's gonna stay for all that long, but it's at least something they have to deal with. As opposed to just leaving the door open another turn. Yeah, not putting something down for turn 2 was quite bad. I'm not gonna block this. I would prefer to do that if I have something better to do. Like next turn I can Diplomatic Relations, keep up Radiant Strike, do something. Yeah, I might want to equip the Dominion Bracelet and then have Diplomatic Relations as an option. I won't attack. Let's see, if they're still gonna attack, then that doesn't mean they just wanted to trade. That means they have something that is gonna ruin my day. That's a lot of hovering. When this enchantment enters, exile target non-permanent and opponent controls with mana value 2 or less. Alright. Yeah, I'm fine with that. I'm gonna block now. It seems like they just want to trade instead of threatening a combat spell. And if they do, I can threaten a combat spell back. I'm happy to trade. Alright. I could... Can I Reclaimer? Oh yeah, I can warp the Reclaimer. And then return this, because... Is it less than? With mana value X or less from the graveyard to the battlefield. Okay. I can just return it then. Oh no, they have something. Is it a counterspell? Counterspell and this would be... Oh no. Oh no. That's so rough. That's so much tempo lost. And it's a great card lost. I still have plenty of cards to do something with. Although this... it's fine. I guess this is one of those spaceships that is fine when it doesn't do something and pretty good when it does do something. What are you? Plains card. That's also a really good card. Play it, search for plains, play it again, search for another plains. You get to station. Alright. I, however, get to Halia. And then next turn I can... Diplomatic relations, maybe Starfighter pilot. It's possible that I should have done this the other way around. Get rid of the Galeblade first. But I am quite worried about the things they can do. Oh, well, yeah, that's not good. Quite bad. Artifact or tapped creature. This is neither... Oh, it is now a tapped creature. Ooh, this is very bad. Damage equal to its power. So... I can't kill this. And I cannot kill this. Ward 2. Yep, this doesn't work. Oh, this is quite bad. I think I want to keep as many things open as I can. Maybe if I do this, I can either Diplomatic Relations or Focus Fire. But I need that one to then hit. I need them to not have a counter spell or a protection spell or something. To target attacking or blocking creature. Oh. Let's see, this one is more mana efficient. And I'm gonna need to remove both of them next turn, but I can't. This is not good. I might just be dead here. Well. Let's see if I can find something that I don't know exists in my deck. Yeah, that was just too much tempo loss from the well-placed counterspell. If they play something else here, I'm extremely dead. It's 4 flying things. I can block none of them. I can do this to... I guess 3 flying things. I can still block none of them. If I warp this, then I can do... I still need 2 mana to even do anything against this. And I don't have the mana for that. Is there any way I can survive? I can go up to 4 life. I guess if I draw exactly... If I draw my board wipe... No, I don't draw my board wipe. I can get rid of the Mouth of the Storm, but I will have 1 life, so I'm dead. If they had blocked, I'd still be dead. GG. 4-2. Let's see if I can... That was fine. That was my fault, not the game's fault. Also not the format's fault. Ah, that felt like a puzzle towards the end. Quite fun. Alright, possibly last game. We'll see. It's also possible that I can do 1 or 2 more wins. This is fine. If I have a terrible opening, I can Beyond the Quiet to reset everything. If I have a good opening, which this is like a fine choice. It's a fine 2, 3, 4. Yeah, all those flying creatures kind of wrecked my day there. I guess if I had pulled a Tenderfoot, it would have been fine as well. So I had 2 outs. You gain 2 life, create a lander token. So it's basically 3 mana spent in 2 turns, create a search your library for a land and put it on the battlefield. Which is fine, I think. Enters... Oh. Alright, Tenderfoot. That blocks those 2, at least. That seems good as well. I don't know if there are very interesting equipment cards in this set. There might not be. But maybe if you have... Okay. Alright. I take that. You can just do that whenever, right? So they didn't need to do that in their main phase. I could Fate Maker and Citadel, or I Sky Stinger, or Land and Sky Stinger. I think I'm fine with just hitting them for 3. I get the tap land out of the way. I want green probably. I only have 1 3 green cost thing, but I don't have a lot of need for many white sources. Alright, next turn I either Fate Maker again or I do something else. Maybe I need to Radiant Strike. Maybe they play something really big that needs to go. Again, main phase land. Probably not ideal. And no attack. Okay. I see what you're putting down. I assume I want to put the counter on the on the Fate Maker anyway, to make a few diverse threats, so I'm fine attacking and seeing if they have a combat trick. They are certainly thinking about it. The Honored Knight Captain, Human Soul. Oh, no cards. Thank you. And Fate Maker with a counter. Yeah, it's possible that they are waiting for a board wipe themselves. So I'm going to slow down a little bit and not run into it. There we go. That makes more sense. I am gonna remove that next turn. What else do you have? Ooh, very good. Three, 5. It doesn't matter. I'm just gonna remove it, but still. Wait, that doesn't... Oh, tapped creature. I guess it's as good a chance to board wipe as any. I am gonna attack just to see. Are you gonna block? Now, on the other hand, not that sure about board wiping anymore. This is a fine trade. I don't need to board wipe here. I think I'm just gonna hold open Radiant Strike. They might play something and then place a counter on it, but in that case I can still board wipe next turn. If I feel that... Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I think... Wait, what? Return target non-creature, non-land permanent card. Wait, what? Oh, non-creature. Oh, I didn't read that. Non-creature, non-land. That's a lot worse than I thought. I'm still gonna... do I want them to draw a card? Yeah, I want to board wipe this away. It's 2 bigger creatures, so I'm fine with them drawing a card. Yep. And Beyond the Quiet. Yeah, now they can look for something like the Maelstrel's Resolve with that angel. I see. That is quite a draw. I just board wiped and they're back to being have a donking open hand. I can remove this. When this enters, put 2/1/1 counters on each of up to 2 target creatures. Put a 1/1. Okay. I definitely get rewarded for reading in this game. So I can Radiant Strike and then Sky Stinger and I'm good. It's this guy again. Alright, I think I'm in a decent position now. They're obviously keeping this back. Wait, why are they keeping this? Oh, they are missing 1 land. I'm probably just gonna warp this in diplomatic relations and then next turn I can fully play it. I control, they control. With the other one being the other way around, I always have to stop a second and think. Alright. Weft Blade and something. I'm down to 25 lands. If I draw another land, I can make a big World Shire. If I don't, I don't. I can do both of these. So I guess Eulogist, Fate Maker once on itself, and then I attack. And I draw a card. Yeah, the Fate Maker together with the World Sire is also very nice. And that's the reason why this isn't in my deck. Later in the game, this is awful to draw. Alright. Let's see how big we can go. 22 lands, so I need to sacrifice 7. I have 6. I'm probably equal in... Put any number of land cards. Yeah, I'm equal in green and white, so I can just sacrifice 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Right? Oh, 7 gives me 21. 8. Submit 9. Just a casual 24-24. And I'm good. If I keep the Fate Maker and they don't draw a removal spell, I win. A casual 24-24. With Ward 3. Alright. Yep. Fair enough. I am gonna run out Halia. Just in case I need to. Here. And attack. Fair enough. Well met. Man. The fact that that won me 2 games. It's insane. It's so expensive. But I guess for that price, it needs to win 2 games. 5 wins. 1 game away from just losing. But also 2 games away from the 7 win. 7 win wonder. And I'm already making my entrance feedback, which is nice. KCAC. Or KKC. I can turn 2 Starfighter Pilot, turn 3 Diplomatic Relations, later and never. Good enough for me. Let's go. Starfighter Pilot. I have to remember, if I want to do this, I'm not getting to surveil. I guess the Reclaimer lost a lot of its value. Draw a card, then discard a card, and I do a surveil, so I guess I'm gonna remove that. I don't think I want to trade, because I don't have anything left, but I also don't think they want to trade. But I also don't want them to attack, so in total, I'm fine like this. I'm not fine like this. Return target non-creature, non-land permanent. Do I even have something that's a non-creature, non-land permanent that I want to return? I don't think I do. That's a bit unfortunate. Eulogist, go. The Wayfarer is also very good. Just getting a lander. No attack, go. Alright, if I draw 1 more land here, I can Halia and still attack with the Starfighter Pilot. And if it dies, I draw a card, and if it doesn't die, I also draw a card. But that requires a land. Everything else is a bit... Oh yeah, that's not good. Fair enough. I don't think I attack. Let's see if they keep that back as a blocker, or if they start pressuring. They don't know them. Oh, they do know. Yeah, fair. Wait, when this becomes tapped? Nice. Zarima. Any second now. Look for Halia. Take Halia. Pilot with a Starfighter Pilot. It becomes tapped. Alright, I can see where pilots are kind of cool. That goes to the graveyard. Oh, and because this isn't a creature, the Reclaimer can actually bring it back. Okay, that's what I'm going to use it for. I have found a use for the Zarima. Many have tried. Almost everybody has succeeded. But I have found a use for it. I guess I can station at any point? No, there has to be a sorcery speed, right? Yeah, okay. I wanted to station before my draw, but that's not going to be possible. Oh no. That's 3 cards. This card is disgusting. Yep. And it's also you may. So if you are killing yourself, you don't have to. I can Fate Maker and attack with the Surima. But I need to tap both of them. And they could play the dragon next turn and draw many, many cards. I guess that's not what I will do. Attack with the Surima. If it dies, I can return it next turn. If it doesn't die, I'm also fine with that. Oh, it's station 1 by 1, I see. Focus Fire, I'm gonna keep on top. At least that gives me... Like, I could Reclaimer and Focus Fire in the same turn. And this currently at least kills the Wayfarer. It doesn't if the Surima dies. Are you gonna play your dragon and attack? It's hard not to do that, because it does draw you 4 cards. Maybe they have something even better than drawing 4 cards. A meager 4 cards. Wait, that's an untapped permanent you control. Okay, so they can just tap the Meltstrider's Resolve. What are you? Return up to 2. Oh god. So I assume... Alright, I'm good with this. This is fine. This is much worse now. I guess they could have a 2-mana removal spell. Let's hope they don't. Or, you know, a worm. Oh! Yeah, I guess. Defending player mills 4 cards. That's not good. Alright, I'm gonna be in massive trouble next turn. And I don't really have anything around that. I could just play and hope that I find something good. Oh yeah, this next turn this is gonna get crude, and the Starwinder is gonna be played. I don't have my board wipe yet. Can I crew this still? Or station this? I can. But I don't want to, because even if I put something that I really want into the graveyard... I think I just attack, right? Now they're gonna be suspicious why I didn't play my Fate Maker, but I have my reasons. Those being mostly that I then can block the Wayfarer. Yeah, that's rough. What the heck are you? Oh no, this is so bad. That's such a good deck. The Uroboroid is insane anyway. Oh, that's my board wipe. That's it. With that gone, I don't think there's anything I can still do. I am gonna block here. And before damage, try to deal some damage. Try to remove some of this. They only have 2 cards. Only have 2 cards left. But even then, this is quite a lot to go up against. I'm miles away from the World Sire. I have no removal spell to speak of. I can Halia, run into a counterspell or something. Alright, so far so good. 5, 6, 7. Oh no, I'm just dead next turn. It doesn't matter where it is. It gets milled. But yeah, they're gonna put a lot of things on their creatures. At this point I can't get rid of it. Even if I can, it's gonna take me I'm just dead. I'm definitely dead now. Wow. The Uroboroid is an insane card. Especially if you can't get rid of it, but even outside of that. What a card. But still, 5 and 3, I'm happy with that. It's a solid performance. It's not incredible, but it could be much worse. I'm quite happy with the deck. I think Halia is fun. I'm sad I didn't get to do the Dominion Bracelet World Sire. That would have been very cool. But yeah, outside of that, it was pretty enjoyable. Probably not enough interaction. I had the diplomatic relations, the one emergency exit, but outside of that, it was, yeah, here the close encounter. The focus fire was a bit iffy. Felt a bit sometimes good. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's a shit. Yeah, Beyond the Quiet, obviously good. What Bob wipes are always good. But it wasn't enough for 7 wins. It was enough for 4 wins. With that, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed watching. Possibly learned something. And I'll be back in a day or two.